Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. I'm Hannah Wallace and we're here at Money 2020 in Amsterdam. Joining me now in the press lounge is Steve Whiting, Head of Payments Technology at Soldo. So, hello Steve, thank you very much for taking the time to join us. Really good to have you on. And we're discussing the role of fintechs and what they can offer. But I want to home in first on that B2C to B2B experience. How are fintechs bringing that B2C experience into the B2B space? Let's start there.
Well, it comes back partly to a broad definition of fintech. What is fintech? And fintech can be many things to many people, but one way of looking at this would be to say using the technology, the methodologies, the thought processes that have enabled the internet to become a social media phenomenon, and adding to that the world of finance. So where social media is focused on customer interactions, making people's lives easier, more enjoyable, banking has been mostly focused not on that, but instead on trust, on security, on reliability, all very important concepts. And bringing those concepts together is arguably what fintech is. And by using the technology and the skills and the methods applied by social media to fintech, takes that consumer experience into finance and makes people's lives not only easier, but empowers them to do other things instead of spending time trying to figure out how to work their banking applications.
Sure, that's right. And I know that you wanted to touch on embedded finance, another massive topic at Money 2020. So where does it come into all of this?
Again, embedded finance is another area that you can define in so many different ways. But one way of looking at that would be potentially to say it's the touch point into the financial ecosystem that is made easy, simple to use, frictionless, where you may consider that the only friction you might expect or want is to be notified, for example, when you're busy doing your normal work, with a notice on your phone saying, is this really you paying 10,000 euros from one place to another? And if it is, you simply say yes and carry on doing what you're supposed to be focusing on without wasting all that time or spending all that time on administrative processes.
Sure. All right. So you've highlighted the importance of automation there. That's interesting. All right. Thank you. And the final question then, how does the modern finance department help beat the great resignation?
Well, this comes back a little bit to the experience of the end user, because people who are operating businesses or working within businesses are consumers anyway, and are used to, say, social media experiences, and would expect that at work. So if you go to an environment where you're spending half your time on administrative processes and bureaucracy, filling in forms, and not focusing on your core strengths, your core skills, it will be very difficult, and you might be minded to go to another organisation, another place where you can really focus on your own core strengths. So by using tools like Soldo, a finance department can put together an array of solutions that makes life easier for everybody in the business, and therefore more pleasurable, and also much more time can be spent adding value to the business, using the enjoyable skills that people have and they really want to spend their time focusing on.
Sure, right, that's really interesting, and some good advice I think weaved in there as well. Well, Steve, thank you so much for sharing your insights. I can hear the press lounge getting noisier and noisier by the minute, so I'll let you get back to the event, but thank you very much.
Wonderful, thanks very much.